pass it on to you. Thank you. Now, of course, we said this is great. It's the most expensive way you can do things is to be the person who reinvents the wheel. So, has anyone done this before? So Vic went, and he's a person who is involved in building recreation facilities all over the world. And it just so happens, in New Zealand, they have built this very thing, a velodrome in a field house like this. And here's what it looks like, this is it under construction, and this is it complete. So that's what a field house looks like. Okay. So it has been done. It did make sense to them there. We know it can be accommodated. We also know approximately what it would cost. In New Zealand, they paid 9 million New Zealand dollars for that structure. Complete, ready to go, furnished, equipped. And that was this year. It's just open. You see, Peter, one more. I think I have one more that will be finished with me. This is another picture of the completed structure. So their structure looks like that. This one is really a square, a rectangular building with a brick facade on it. So it actually looks quite nice and fits into the community quite well. And this is what they've done. They have more seats here than you would probably want within ours, but it works very well. I should say, because I missed it, when we look at this proposal, we are looking at building the stadium field for about $3 million with the stands. And the field house with the track included is about $9 million. So you're looking at a $12 million project to do both here. Now, West Shore will have to replace the turf in the velodrome in the very near future. The timing is coming up in our capital budget, either 2007 or 2008. And that is estimated at $700,000, which means it'll probably be closer to $800,000. We do have a velodrome out there now that's excellent for people in the cycling community, but it isn't the official size anymore. And so these are some of the things we were looking at when we went through looking at the alternatives. So that's where we stand on the project. I hope there's enough boards. These are just repeats of what you've seen already. If anyone wants to look at further ones. We did look at alternate sites in the whole facility to say, are there other sites we could do this? It quickly comes down to saying, this is probably the best site right behind you because you can put the two side by side. You only have one set of change room, washroom, facilities, etc. That's it, thank you. And so because of that capability and because we already have lights here and we already have drainage here, it's probably the best site. And this is the site we showed to the board on Thursday night and they supported the concept plan in principle. So that's where we stand on that. That's the end of my presentation. What we also did at the board is, the next step, of course, beyond the concept plan, is to have someone actually get and put, what are the partnerships? What is the cost of this? How does this proposal fit together? And the board has requested the West Shore Economic Development Association to take the lead on that. And I don't know whether they wish to say anything about that and how they might go about that.
Patrick, for that, thank you, Mark. I'll probably introduce Peter Cribbiter, who's the CEO of our board.
Yeah, first of all, before we go any farther, I just want to acknowledge for the people that are here from the field across the community, because I know that there are some people here that's also a consideration that has been considered in the design of this stadium, and that wasn't mentioned, so we don't want them to be left out. They use it quite a lot even today as an existing facility. So, as has been mentioned, this is a vision. This is a facility that we want to work towards. The next step in this process is to develop a feasibility study that speaks to the potential partners, that speaks to the potential levels of